Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are on Sports Edition. If sports is for you, you know what to do. Leave us a like and subscribe if you don't mind.
Yep.
Go on, do it.
Thank you.
2025 NFL first round mock draft for all 32 picks.
Maybe you can try and predict it as well, mate.
Oh, I don't know about that. 32. Probably pick the top three.
Well,
maybe
we
four.
can say who you reckon the Giants will get at the. I'm pretty sure with the third pick.
Well, Giants are probably going to get. Is it Cam Ward? Is it?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Or they're going to get Jaden Milroe, but I can't see him bypassing Cam Ward to wait for Jaden Milroe, or get Jaden Milroe and passing by Cam Ward.
Well, even if the two, like, it's the Titans and the Browns, if they both take the two quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, I don't think we go for
Jaden Milroe.
I think we have to take Travis Hunter. I think
That's a good shout, actually.
And then next year get a quarterback.
Yeah.
Play Drew Lock for the season, mate. Get another high pick.
Yeah, let's see what this is going for anyway.
The conclusion of the regular season means that the first 18 picks of the 2025 NFL Draft have been sent.
We have the draft order, and we also have Cam Ward at 1, quarterback a need in Tennessee. Time to move on.
Oh, they had Travis Hunter
as well.
The Giants.
Yeah.
How about we dive into our updated 2025 NFL First Round Mock Draft End of Season Edition. Number 1, Tennessee Titans, Shedeur Sanders. Will Levis proved that he wasn't the answer, so the Titans have an easy call here to take the quarterback prospect that appeals to them most. Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders isn't quite a sure thing to succeed, but his upside, aura, and marketing appeal will give the Titans something enticing to build around. Number 2,
I don't know, man.
I'm not sure about him.
I'm not sure about him either.
I just don't think. I think he just had a good receiver to throw to, and I think he's just. I think he's overhyped.
What, because of his dad?
Because of his dad, yeah. I think he's overhyped. But you think his dad would want him to go somewhere else, wouldn't he? Rather than Tennessee.
Well, you don't have a choice.
No, I know. But I just...
Wasn't he wearing like Giants boots or something when he was playing for college? Like literally telling him that he wanted to go to the Giants. But then before that, it was like taking pictures of the Raiders stadium, saying he wants to go there. I don't know.
I think he's just hyped.
I feel like he's a bit cocky as well.
I think he's a bit hyped, and I just don't think he's not got the same.
I'd probably prefer Cam Ward, but I don't know if Cam Ward's a bit too composed for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. But when you look at people who've come through in the last few rounds, in the last few seasons,
this draft, the quarterbacks aren't really that good this year.
Not as good as they have been in the past.
That's why you maybe take Travis Hunter and then wait till next year.
Wait for the next year, yeah.
Cleveland Browns, Travis Hunter. The Browns could go QB here, but the restructuring of Deshaun Watson's contract means that he's on the book for at least one more year. Even though Watson isn't the answer, the Browns can take the most decorated prospect available here in Travis Hunter, and then maybe look at QBs in 2026. Number 3, New York Giants, Cam Ward. We know Giants fans are furious about losing out on the number 1 pick, but there'll be no need to fear if they get Ward or Sanders. With the Daniel Jones era mercilessly over, New York ought to take a chance at QB here. Ward has the highest upside of any QB in this draft class. We just can't get over the idea
I'd rather
of
have Cam Ward.
signal caller leading an offense with rising superstar wide receiver Malik Neighbors. Number 4, New England Patriots, Tataroa McMillan. New England has roster flaws just about everywhere. The main offseason goal has to be to get some weapons for Drake May, and McMillan is unquestionably the top wide receiver in this class. May's slick release and deep ball could lead to a dynamic combo with McMillan, whose speed and 6'5", 212-pound frame would make him a matchup nightmare, especially in the red zone. Number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars, Will Johnson. The Jaguars finished with football's worst pass defense, and only 4 teams allowed more points. So in other words, help is wanted on defense. Michigan corner Will Johnson has future All-Pro written all over him. Number 6, Las Vegas Raiders, Abdul Carter. The Raiders are one of the league's premier edge rushers and Max Crosby.
He's literally like another what's his name that went to the Cowboys? Edge rusher. I forgot his name now. It was just in my head. Right, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Searching for a complementary piece to take this unit to another level. So allow us to get excited about the prospect of a Crosby-Carter edge rushing tandem. Number 7, New York Jets, Mason Graham. Until Aaron Rodgers and the Jets decide on the future of their marriage, it's anybody's guess where they may go with this pick. But for now, we'll pair Quinnen Williams with the best interior defensive lineman in this class. Michigan's Mason Graham deserves to go earlier, but it'll depend how much other teams value the defensive tackle position. Number 8, Carolina Panthers, James Pierce Jr. Carolina finished dead last in scoring last season, and it was largely thanks to a non-existent pass rush that tallied only 32 sacks. The Panthers greatly missed Brian Burns after the curious decision to trade him to the Giants last year. GM Dan Morgan has a golden opportunity to find a replacement in the Tennessee edge rusher who tallied 17 sacks over his final 2 college seasons. Number 9, New Orleans Saints, Will Campbell. The Saints have flaws across the board, but the offensive line especially needs a boost, with Ryan Ramczyk presumably retired. 2024 first-round pick Talisa Fuaga turned in a rock-solid rookie year on a hapless New Orleans squad this year. Taking LSU's Will Campbell here could solidify the bookend positions for the next decade plus in the Big Easy. Number 10, Chicago Bears, Kelvin Banks Jr. Truth be told, the Bears have plenty of talent on both sides of the ball to be a playoff team. It's all about the new head coaching staff getting the most out of these guys. That said, protecting Caleb Williams should be a priority. 2023 first-round pick Darnell Wright enjoyed a breakout year at tackle, so taking the Texas product would have the Bears set up beautifully on the O-line long-term.
Would you take Caleb Williams or would you take Saunders?
Probably Caleb Williams. Well, he was a lot higher of a prospect coming out of college last year than Phil Sanders probably is.
I'm just wondering who's going to take Sanders. It's do you think he'll go number 1?
That's the thing. Probably.
I don't think he will. I think Cam Ward will go number 1.
What, and then we get Sanders?
And it's just going to make me be angry again, isn't it?
Angry.
Yeah.
Not like
They
it.
bring back Dan Jones, right, from the Vikings.
Number 11, San Francisco 49ers, Josh Simmons. The 49ers offensive line was an issue in 2024, even when the injury-prone Trent Williams was on the field. This feels like the right time to line up a succession plan with Williams set to enter his age 37 season. And Ohio State tackle Josh Simmons would fit nicely in Kyle Shanahan's zone-blocking scheme. Number 12, Dallas Cowboys, Michael Williams. The Cowboys need a lot more than Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, and DeMarcus Lawrence on defense. It's been a while since they had a game-wrecking defensive end, and Georgia's Michael Williams just might be the solution. A pass-rushing tandem of Parsons and Williams would go a long way in helping Dallas's defense regain the top 10 form that we saw under Dan Quinn. Number 13, Miami.
Or the Cowboys should trade up for the number 1 pick and get rid of Dak Prescott and then get in Shedeur Sanders or someone.
Dak Prescott going to New York.
I'll probably maybe go to the Titans.
Dolphins, Luther Burden III. Tyreek Hill immediately told the world that he wanted out of Miami following their Week 18 loss to the Jets, and that would mean having to take a wide receiver early. Missouri's Luther Burden III is a crafty deep threat who's averaged 11.8 yards per catch in the college ranks. His ability to work the sidelines and the middle of the field would make Burden a nice complement to Jalen Waddle. Number 14, Indianapolis Colts, Malachi Starks. The Colts finished 26th against the pass in 2024, and the shortcomings on defense led to the firing of DC Gus Bradley. We'd be surprised if the Colts didn't address the defense here. They especially need help in the secondary, and Georgia safety Malachi Starks could single-handedly solve that issue. Number 15, Atlanta Falcons, Nick Scorton. As much hate as Kirk Cousins got, the Falcons' underachieving defense was just as instrumental in them missing the playoffs for the 7th straight year. Well, that all changes here with the selection of Texas A&M edge rusher Nick Scorton, who had 15 sacks over his last 2 seasons of college ball. Number 16, Arizona Cardinals, Jalen Walker, a super athletic 6'2", 245-pound linebacker. The Cardinals have holes all over the defense and can't realistically compete for a Super Bowl without a few more game changers. Number 17, Cincinnati Bengals, Benjamin Morrison. If the Bengals didn't have a defense that performed like pylons over the first 3 quarters of the season, they would have been a playoff team. Firing DC Lou Anarumo was a start, but the personnel will need upgrades as well. Using a stud shutdown corner like Benjamin Morrison would help too, giving Zach Taylor someone to hold his own against the likes of Zay Flowers, George Pickens, and Jerry Jeudy in the AFC. Number 18, Seattle Seahawks, Cameron Williams. 2022 first-rounder Charles Cross has developed as an elite offensive tackle in Seattle, but the O-line could use some juice. Texas product Cameron Williams, a 6'5" and 335-pound menace, would shore up the other bookend and solidify Seattle in the trenches for years to come. Number 19, Houston Texans, Walter Nolan. The Texans have 2 elite edge rushers in Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter. But now it's time to shore up the interior defensive line. A transfer from Texas A&M, him, the 306-pound Nolan had
Size.
6.5 sacks in his
Right.
one-year stint at Ole Miss. Number 20, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Savon Revel Jr. As good a coach as Todd Bowles is, it's surprising how terrible his secondary has been. The Bucs sorely missed Carlton Davis after trading him to the Detroit Lions last year. Here, they get a new capable shutdown corner to complement Jamal Dean. Number 21,
I know we did a video on running backs. Is Ashton Johnson not eligible for this?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's very rare that
A running
they
back
get
goes,
goes in the first round.
I know.
They
because
might
we,
though.
Well, we watched it, didn't we? Saying like, watched that video saying running backs like two a penny now. Don't know what you say. It's
Yeah.
one of them positions that a lot of people are not running the ball as much as they used to. But with Johnson, he's a little bit different, isn't he?
Yeah, you would want to take him if you get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos,
I guess no one's taking kickers neither, right?
Definitely not in the first round, mate.
Colston Loveland. Sean Payton has always loved tight ends, and Michigan's Colston Loveland, a key member of last year's
Not
national
Tyler Warren?
championship-winning
That's
team.
what I was-
What do you mean?
I think Tyler Warren wants to go to Philly, doesn't he? The Eagles. So I think the Eagles want Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
So because I think Tyler Warren would be ahead of these, but I think probably does it depend on where the player wants to go as well. I'm guessing, right?
Probably. I mean, if he says he wants to play for a team, he would
I
just.
think he wants to go Philly.
Producing the budding offensive juggernaut. Number 22, Pittsburgh Steelers, Emeka Egbuka. The Steelers' passing game struggled mightily again in 2024, and it was largely because they lacked a real number 2 receiver to help George Pickens. Well, at long last, the Steelers finally addressed the issue here by taking Ohio State wideout Emeka Egbuka, another field stretcher and prolific
as
deep
well.
threat to take some of the stress off of Pickens. Number 23, Green Bay Packers, Jahdae Barron. Jair Alexander hasn't been able to stay healthy, and cutting him would save Green Bay $17.5 million against the cap. Plus, this cornerback-heavy class allows the Pack to find a quality replacement on a rookie deal. So, may as well get a capable lockdown corner like Barron to address the issue. Number 24, Minnesota Vikings, Ashton Jeanty. Pardon us for getting a little too excited on this one. We know veteran Aaron Jones had an excellent 2024 season in mini, but he's going to be 31 next season. Jeanty is one of the best running back prospects ever. Just can't get the picture out of our heads. JT, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ
right.
Hawkinson. Number 25, Los Angeles Rams, Tyler Booker. It feels like a good time to address the offensive line with Rob Havenstein set to turn 33 before next season. A 2-time first-team All-SEC selection, Alabama's Tyler Booker could even sit for a year and learn from the Rams veterans before becoming a full-time starter in 2026. Number 26, Los Angeles Chargers, Tyler Warren. The Chargers are set up nicely at most positions. Now, just imagine if Justin Herbert had one more star pass catcher to elevate the aerial game. Well, Warren broke out in his final year at Penn State with a 1,000-yard season, and his run blocking makes him tailor-made for Jim Harbaugh's offense. Number 27, Washington Commanders, Trey Harris. Terry McLaurin remains one of the game's most prolific wideouts, but the Commanders have long been searching for another receiver to help him out. Well, they can do just that here by taking the Ole Miss wideout who hit the 50-catch and 900-yard marks in each of his last 3 college seasons. Number 28, Baltimore Ravens, JT Tuimoloau. It's nice that Kyle Van Noy posted a career-high 12.5 sacks at the age of 33 this season, but come on. He is not going to repeat that feat. The Ravens need some youth off the edge, especially since they got to deal with Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes in the AFC. A menace off the edge, Ohio State's JT Tuimoloau would be a beautiful sidekick to veteran Nnamdi Madueke. Number 29, Buffalo Bills, Trey Amos. The Bills would be wise to take the best remaining cornerback here. Ole Miss Rebel star Trey Amos had 3 interceptions and 13 pass breakups after transferring over from Alabama. This is a big game player who would immediately slot in as the Bills' new number 1 corner. Number 30, Philadelphia Eagles, Kenneth Grant. The Eagles have the league's most complete roster, so they can honestly go anywhere here. But even with a star-studded front 7, we can't help but love the idea of them adding Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant into the mix. Number 31, Kansas City Chiefs, Josh Connerly Jr. Another tough year from Jawan Taylor will likely lead to a release or trade in the offseason. Oregon's Josh Connerly Jr. is a plug-and-play guy who would immediately serve as an upgrade over Taylor. Number 32, Detroit Lions, Jared Ivey. If there's one missing piece on Dan Campbell's squad, it's another dynamic pass rusher to help Aiden Hutchinson. Well, that changes here with the selection of another Ole Miss standout in Jared Ivey, who tallied 12.5 sacks over his final 2 seasons. But hey, what changes would you make to our...
Is that just them backing the Lions to win the Super Bowl then?
Well, it's looking favourable, isn't it? So
I still think the
it's an
Chiefs
easy
will
bet.
win it,
Yeah,
yeah.
Chiefs, you can't rule the Chiefs
Oh wait, no,
out
but
at
I
all.
think the Bills will win it. That's what I
think it's
said.
Bills. Yeah, we've got them both gone for the Bills, haven't
Yeah.
we? But I think who do you think the standout is in all that? I'm just not sure Sanders is going to get picked first.
What do you reckon the chances are that the two quarterbacks go first and second, so then we take Travis Hunter, and then in the second round we're still able to get like another quarterback like
Decent
Jalen
quarterback.
Milrow or Jackson Dart or something like
Jalen
that?
Milrow wasn't even mentioned there, was he?
No.
But there's a possibility of that, isn't there? Because I think Milrow will be ready, won't he?
Maybe.
I think he looks decent enough. Don't know.
Yeah, but you need to be more than that.
Yeah,
mate.
I know. We had decent enough with Dan. We had exceptional with Dan
Yeah,
Jones, and he
that's
couldn't
true.
even turn that team round. You know what I
Very
mean? With his
true.
skills. But yeah, I don't know. It's I still see Tyler Warren going to the Eagles as well.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's,
All depends who takes who before him, doesn't it?
Yeah, just I'm gonna try and find a video of all the first round draft people who have succeeded and who the ones that have flopped, because I imagine it's a big ratio, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've got Jency down as further down the line as well. I think he's that good of a prospect.
That's quite a high pick for a running back.
I know it is. I know, but I think he'll still go higher than that because he's such a
Maybe.
prospect. We'll see though, right?
Might be top 10, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live watch of the draft.
Can do.
Could do a watch
I don't
along.
know if it's on our TVs.
I think I watched it last year.
Did you?
Yeah, pretty sure I watched it somewhere last year. But anyway, hope you guys let us know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.